Hi, this is Christelle Martinette with another reading. Yes, I'm back. I'm coming on the tip of my toes. In Italian, we say in sordina, so it's really on the tip of my toes. I'm challenging the universe, and I've been good. Okay, I've decided to put up monthly readings now, and this is the monthly reading for October, Taurus friends. I'll be working with you in this video. Let me I'm laying out 7 cards. This is the Egarov Tarot. This is the Russian deck by Alexander Egarov that I love. Okay, now you're going to be coming out very quickly. There are burdensome cards here. There is a moment of rejoice, but it's very momentary during the month of October, Taurus friends. What does occur when you least expect it? When you least expect it is a whirlwind of events that lightens your soul and just opens your mind. And it seems as if you would be looking at the world for the first time. Things that you didn't see before, you will start to see, and in a different light. The focus card is a struggle, and you've been struggling. There's deception here, there's struggle, but there is a moment where you take stock and analyze what has happened to you in the recent past and the difficulties you've undergone, almost as if you want to try to take stock and change all of those difficult days in the past. See where your efforts were well spent and try to use that for your future. But then, all of a sudden, amidst this moment of taking stock, reviewing the past, and trying to set your plans for the future, all of a sudden, you have a moment of self-deception, as if you could kick yourself in the ass for not having seen something that was smack right in front of your nose. Now, this gives way to a lot of, not browbeating, but almost, all right? This gives way to a hemming and hawing and reviewing and reseeing and what happened. Right when you're in the heart of that, something happens so quickly, as if you fall, you slip on a banana peel, so it takes you, something happens that will take you off your guard. And there are a sudden turn of events that are so quick and so positive that the things that you were doing up until that moment just disappear before your very eyes. You're seeing things all of a sudden differently. Things that were there that you were not able to see are seen differently. All right, what cards do we have here? We have the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, a lot of Wands here. 10 of Wands, 3 of Cards, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Swords. And our focus card in the middle of these 7 cards is the 9 of Wands. Next to that is the 8 of Wands. A very fiery energy here. Then the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. The last card is the Ace of Swords. At the same time that you're carrying this heavy burden and you're trying to review your life, you're taking your life in review, the recent past. At the same time you're doing that, there's also an urge, a desire, a profound desire on your part to see something that you're not seeing, to see as if you know you're missing something. You know that there's something there that you're not seeing. And it does smack of self-deception because you're not giving yourself the credit that you deserve. And you're using a lens that will not serve you well from now on. And I'm talking about the month of October. You need a different perspective and different lenses to see what was not seen in the past. And that's a lot of work, and the focus is on this 9 of Wands. It's a heavy job. But all of a sudden, you see that light. It's as if you see the light all of a sudden, and you're opened up to such positive energy and seem to see things for the first time because they were hidden from your sight. Now, I'm seeing this as a month that it's me, myself, and I. You're contending with yourself. Of course, there are people who rotate around you. There are relations that you entertain on the job, in your romantic life, if you have one, within yourself. But here I see that you're contending with yourself. It's me, myself, and I. I'm doing something wrong. I need to see that. Okay. And you're awakened, and it comes out so strong. Be advised that it will come out, and you'll be seeing things as if for the first time. You'll be seeing things that you've seen in the past, and seeing them as if they were for the first time, and also seeing things that were hidden from your own sight. They were right in front of your eyes, but you couldn't see them. And I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla now. There are a number of cards that I'd like to clarify. One of them being this 7 of Swords, which always smacks of deception. And in this reading, I'm reading it as self-deception. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Let's see what that has to say. These Vera Sibilla have to say about that. Yeah. Okay. These 3 cards are the stanza. This came out also for Aries. This is communication. And the letter. It's the messenger, actually. Now, this is a messenger. Well, let's go on. And this is the leggerezza, the butterfly. Now, the butterfly is always ambiguous, but in this spread, it's quite clear to me. This messenger is you yourself, and you're revisiting that room of communication. It's like an interior monologue. You yourself, me, myself, and I. Things emerge, but only after much self-deception, okay? They emerge when you are able to break a pattern that has continued over several weeks, over the several weeks of late. And what you'll find then is, like the tarot tell us, you'll be carrying that burden of trying to understand. Then all of a sudden, there's shifting of energies. They just shift and slide, and there's an opening, as if the clouds brought forth this ray of light to you. I'm going to take the Neapolitan cards on that 7 of Swords and the Sibilla. All right, now, here we have the energy, you powerful Taurus people, you powerful Taurus friends. You're moving forward. And this is strong will. You are motivated because there's something that you want. It's almost as if you're on a spiritual quest. I'm saying that it's me, myself, and I because it's a spiritual quest that only you can entertain, only you can walk down, and only you, it's the road that you have to take and that you've set your mind to take. Now, this Four of Swords is telling us, next to the Two of Swords, that it's a communication, it's a sort of communication, sort of a negotiation that is able in the month of October only because it has come after a moment of repose, a moment of sitting, thinking, and reviewing the recent past, the recent weeks. And they suggest, the Neapolitan cards suggest, that you need to face the other side of the mirror, where the other reflection, your reflection, and contend with those reflections, those mirror images that just tend to give you a form of dissolution. It's self-delusion, self-sabotage, it's as if you're playing tricks on yourself. You're in a windmill and you can't get out of it, all right? But the recent past has made it possible for you to come up against this month and this moment where you'll snap out of it, and it will happen so quickly. Let me take the Vera Sibilla on the Ten of Wands in the beginning. All right, now, this is the first card of the spread, the Ten of Wands, and it's mirroring the Ace of Swords at the end. And what it's telling us is that what you're trying to see, Belvedere, out to see, what you're trying to see is something that in the past, something that has finished, has ended, a relationship that was very important for you, but you know it has ended, you're not going there again. But it was such an important relationship because you were definitely in love. You told everyone you were in love. Everyone knew that you were in love, and it caused you much pain. You're not going to go back there. But that energy, all that energy spent in that relationship is being brought over the past few weeks before October, being reviewed as if in a film to you. And it isn't cause for you to review how you act in relationships. No, it's much more. You're questioning what love actually is. If I was so much in love, why did I feel that pain? What happened? What was it that went wrong? And it's still, like I said, it's an interior monologue. And it's you yourself are trying to understand what is the spiritual nature of love that didn't serve you well. What didn't you know spiritually about love that caused you much pain with that relationship? Why are you doing this? Because you're in a different relationship, you're in a different partnership, you're in a different situation, and you want to go forward, and you want to offer more than you were able to offer in that relationship. I'm going to take the Sibilla cards on the Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay. The Ace of Swords is telling us that your mulling over everything is going to serve you well, because what we have here, we have the Coffin, the Death card, Allegrezza al Cuore. This also came out with the Aries just before, and the Denari, the Safe. This is strength. This is strength, spiritual strength, not only economic strength. This is spiritual strength in this spread. It is a foundation, because you, my Taurus friends, are those who have their feet on the ground, and you are very material in nature. That is your nature. And that is your form of spirituality. And we have to accept that. What is coming down the month of October, Taurus friends, is the review of your recent past, a regeneration and a revisiting those events that were important to you over the past year or two, in order for you to take very important lessons and to bring them forth in the relations that you have and entertain now, in those partnerships and your work relations that you're dealing with now. It will bring you, if you can put that to rest in the past, first take those lessons that you need to learn and then bury them in the past. Your heart will be filled with joy, and you'll be able to be planted again on the ground and soar with the spirituality that you're looking for. You're actually seeking a different way and looking for a different mode of enlightening your spirit. Taurus friends, I do hope this helps you for the month of October. It was a pleasure for me to read with you. And I do so thank all of you who have followed me, who have sent me their blessings and have continuously written to me. I do so appreciate that. And namaste, my friends, till we read again. Bye-bye.